Hello guys. Sorry, late. Let me just check. Hold on. Yung mga nandyan, ano naman paramdam? Where you are watching from. Let me just do some admin work before I start. Do some admin work before I start. Okay. Last time the comment was not working. Please let me know if it's working or not. And also, how's my audio? Are you hearing me? Comment na lang please. Oh, looks like I can't see the comment pa rin. Sabi ni Stanley, hello tito daw. Hindi ko pa naman, oh, there, I can see it, yeah. Alright, hold on. Let me just position this somewhere here in the middle. And there's, alright. Sound is good, sabi ni Roland. Ito, idol ko to, si Roland. Master of ano yan, lahat ng Adobe applications. Great photo daw. Thank you, bro. What else did I miss? Seems that the comment section is working, and it seems that you're also hearing me well. This afternoon, I'm going to be talking about color management not for photographers, but for graphic designers and for printers as well. So kung meron kang large format printer, meron kang digital printer, I'm not gonna cover so much about offset kasi medyo mahaba-habang inuman yun, yung offset. But it's more simpler to discuss on the digital print. But they're very, very similar. It's just that mas malalim lang si offset printing. So if you guys have questions and all, feel free to put it in the comment. But I'm sure wala pang tanong ngayon dahil pa nga tayo nag-uumpisa, di ba? So, Django is here. Di ba meron na kayong digital printer, Jan? So yeah, this might help, you know. Sure, Roland. Sabi ni Roland, can I share this to the group? Of course, please feel free. Libre ito. I've been really wanting to share my knowledge in color management to the graphic designers, to the printers, para mas maging advanced naman tayo sa Pilipinas in terms of standards. Kasi standards talaga to eh. Hindi man talaga siya super hirap. Medyo kailangan na siya intindihin. Pero I think kaya naman natin ito, di ba? So, let's give ourselves another 3 minutes. Make it 2 para 2:15 exactly. 2:15 exactly, pwede na tayo mag-umpisa, 2:15. So, I'm glad that the comment section is working. Last time I was struggling, it was not working at all. So sana maraming makasali na mga graphic designer, mga kasama natin, no? Para mas maraming makaalam how to prepare the file and how to send it to the print. Alam ko marami kayong tanong dyan, so use this opportunity to ask questions on how to prepare file. Ano ba ang tama? Yung mga ganun. I'll be covering that. So, ano bang CMYK ba dapat ibigay sa printer? RGB ba dapat? PDF ba? TIFF? Yun, all of those, we will cover that. So, if you have questions and all later, I'll be explaining it, of course. So I'm sure you're going to be thinking about, your process, and I'm sure you have a lot of questions after that. Yeah, so sana mas makashare ako at maka-explain ako further. It's 2:14, 1 minute to go before I start. So kumusta na ba ang mga naka-quarantine diyan? Uy, Kit is around. Kumusta, Kit? How are you? Wait, you're supposed to be at work, right? Why are you in FB? Ito, yan na natin si Kit. Oh, dun sa mga kasama ni Kit sa office, si Kit nasa FB. Sabi ni Roland, thank you daw for reaching out. Uy, teka na po ito. Habang-haba pala ito. Mamaya, ayusin natin mamaya. Oh, it's 2:15 na. Okay. Let me just remove this first. Ang haba naman ito, Roland. Ano tayo maiksi? Para lumiit. Yep, alright. Oh, sabi ni Kit, he's working daw, according to him. So yeah, let's talk about color management. But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Albert Pedrosa. It's found there in the title page. Let me just change my scene to solo. There you are. We're gonna be covering color management. So I want to cover first, like, sino ba ako? Why do I have this knowledge about color management? My career started as a graphic designer myself. I did graphic design for about 4 years after college, and then from there I was working as a graphic designer on an offset company, and then nandun ako sa pre-press na assign. So we were really in between graphic designers and the press. So kami yung tinatawag na pre-press, or probably properly called pre-media. Kasi mas bagay na yung pre-media ngayon kasi it can be a media going for the web, a media going for print, a media going for print. So marami na siyang direction ngayon So ang proper term sa kanya ngayon, pre-media na, no? So pasikita, ano to? Much softer here. Really? Oh, so yeah. Sorry for the interruption. So, yeah, so it's called pre-media. I started working there for 4 years, and our concern is often and mostly color management. It's always matching the print from the photos or from the images or the graphics in our monitor, in our computer. So that was always a problem. For 4 years, we were dealing with that, and I was tasked to solve that problem. Sobrang hirap pa dati because yung color management ng mga system, hindi pa sila ganun katalino. Medyo may mga problema pa siya sa intelligence, sa software intelligence. At saka hindi nag-uusap ang mga different suppliers dati. Like, si Heidelberg is not talking to Agfa is not. So medyo nagkakagulo-gulo. So, wala talaga siyang proper na standard. So, kanya-kanyang diskarte. There was a time si Cytex was creating a system na sarili niya lang. So, pag meron kang part of your production na hindi Cytex, hindi na mag-work yung color management. But ngayon, si color management is so intelligent already and so easy to use. It's just a matter of understanding it, and that's it. Everything works. The software are so intelligent this time around. The spectrophotometers are so fast to work already. So yun ang advantage ngayon. So I started out as a graphic designer, And I was tasked to solve a color management problem in the offset environment. And mind you, it was so difficult. And I have to admit, I left that company, siguro na-solve ko lang mga 60% of the problem. 40% was still there. Marami pa rin kami yung problema. To a point na kailangan ko matutunan patakbuhin yung offset machine just to explain to the operators na this is how it's done. So I have to learn how to run a machine. Imagine I was running a 102 Speedmaster dati. Para lang ma-prove ko sa mga operator that it can be done. So imagine that. So after that, in my career, I transferred to another graphics company, but this time, everything was digital. We were producing billboards. And nung time na yun, bago pa yung mga tarpaulin ng mga billboards, bago pa yung mga banner. So that was sometime early 2000. We were producing those types. Everything was digitally done. And when I implemented color management in that environment, it was so easy kasi kita mo kaagad eh. Compared sa offset, there's so much thing going on. There's plate. In fact, dati film pa nga kami. Film, plate, and then print. But in digital, mabilis kasi wala nang film tsaka wala nang plate. Labas na kaagad, di ba? So, ang bilis kong naintindihan kung paano ko gagawin yung color management kasi masyado maiksi yung process eh. So, I immediately see the result and make the adjustments and then so easy to produce. So, I stayed there for about, how many? 11, 12 years, I think. And then after that, nag-work na ako as a photographer. So, that's why you probably guys know me as a photographer, not a graphics guy. But on the sides, I'm doing photography, but I'm also doing a lot of consultation for large digital print companies. I'm doing color management implementation, I'm doing trainings, so all of that. By the way, I am an Adobe certified expert. I am also a color management professional master under Ideal Alliance. So I took the exam. Marami exam yan eh. Sa Ideal Alliance, there's about 5 exams. And then, yung final exam, yung master na exam. Yun medyo mahirap siya. So pinag-aralan ko din talaga siya. Maski ilang taon ko na siyang ginagawa, ang dami ko hindi naintindihan dun sa mga exam. So, yeah, so I have a badge from Ideal Alliance. So my objective is to share as much as I can in terms of sana yung standardization natin in the Philippines when it comes to colors, when it comes to standards, sana ma-apply. Hindi naman talaga siya ganun kahirap. Ang problema lang kasi like I've always explained, even me, I went through that. Ang nag-train lang din sa akin dati when I started graphic design is yung graphic designer na katabi ko. So yung alam niya, yun din ang alam ko. So pagkatapos sa akin, yung katabi ko na maliit na bago, tinrain ko na naman siya. So, kung ano iti-train ko sa kanya, yun din yung coming from that other person trinain sa akin. So kung hindi ko tinigil yun, I would be training somebody based on what I know during the 1990s. So, ganun kasi tayo dito eh. Most of the companies hires you, but they don't invest in training. Ang nangyayari is, yung katabi mo dun na graphic designer, yun magtuturo sa'yo. E, paano kung mali yung alam niya? Mali din ang alam mo. Tapos ituturo mo pa sa iba, mali din, di ba? So, we are not investing so much. Unlike this era, like few years, like 5 or 8 years ago, naglabasa na yung mga training center. Yan, sila Roland are one of the best. So, and PCCI also is doing a lot of trainings. Ang dami ng available trainings ngayon at this time, yung mga trainers are really good ones. They are Adobe certified experts. So, maganda na yung training this time around. Mas proper na. Hindi na siya yung natutunan mo lang sa katabi mo. Sana, since that era already started, that there's a lot of proper training, sana we can also implement the proper way of preparing your file for print. Okay? Marami kasing mga tanong dyan mamaya. I prepared a few slides to talk about these things. And by the way, just a reminder lang, kasi ilang beses na nangyari din to. Pag naputol yung live natin, punta lang kayo ulit dun sa GRP Digital Imaging Institute. the page. Andun lang yun. I'm gonna be reconnecting there pag naputol. Sana hindi maputol. But I'm gonna be live until 3 p.m. Maybe a little bit extra, 3:10, no? Kung maraming tanong. So yun. I prepared a little slides to talk about these things. No? Sana marami ding nakikinig ng mga brand managers and mga graphic designers under the marketing department of a certain company. I hope you guys are listening so that because you're also involved in this. And if there are print owners, I hope you're also listening kasi so that you would understand what's the proper way of doing it. I'm not just saying proper, na kailangan mo to gawin kasi proper siya, hindi. The benefits are so much that you can get if you implement color management. Alright? So, I'm gonna be shifting to my presentation. Galing, no? So, let me move to my first na slides. So far, may mga tanong na ba? Amen to that, sabi ni Roland. Labas natin si Roland. O yan, Roland. Ito mga magagaling na mga trainer. So, si Milky pala, andito. Sabi ni Milky, ganda ng ring light mo sa nabili. Nope, this is not a ring light. Ano to? This is a Photix na... Anong brand ba to? Ano bang model to? Patay ako nito kay Lightroom Corp. But this is a Photix LED. Hindi ko lang maalala kung anong model. But this is a really, really good one. If you need LED that has high CRI value, Photix is the best. Okay. Ano sabi ni Keith? By the way, Luis is here. Ito ang mga Superman din ng Epson. Ito yung mga tech guy behind those printers that you see. Si Luis yun. Oh. Inaalala sa akin ni Kit, Noada R3, sorry po, Lightroom Corp. Noada R3 na Photix LED light. Yan, di ba? Ang ganda ng ilaw, di ba? So, ano yan? Photix yan. Uy, andito pala yung mga kaibigan natin from Cebu. Si Crisanto. Ito yung founder ng mobile photography. Hirap bumili dito niyan. Oo nga, ang layo mo kasi, dear. Ang layo kasi nang inabot mo, Milky. Malayo daw. Oo nga, malayo talaga yan. So, let me continue. So again, this is for both graphic designers, brand managers, to printing owners, print company owners. The purpose of color management is two things, predictability and repeatability. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Predictability is about seeing the future, di ba? Parang may bola, di ba? Seeing the future. It's more of foreseeing what's gonna output in your printer. So kung meron kang large format dyan, and then you have a computer here, and then nakita mo yung image dun sa Photoshop, dun sa monitor mo. Predictability means, I'm going to predict what's gonna come out in my printer. I'm sure that the same image is gonna come out, but my problem is, I don't know if that's gonna be the same color, that's gonna be the same shades, So, that's the predictability. That's where predictability comes in. Making sure na yung dun sa monitor mo, lalabas dun sa printer mo, the same. So you can predict what's gonna come out. And the only way to do that is through color management. Another, repeatability. Ano naman repeatability? Repeatability is more of, after you predicted the output, you are going to ensure na yung next na print na lalabas is going to be the same. You're going to repeat the process. So kung bukas mo siya in-output, same color. Next month mo siya in-output, same color. Next year mo siya in-output, the same color. So, dalawang bagay, predictability and repeatability. That is something that I'm not trying to be righteous, but I've seen 80 to 90% of the large format printing companies in the Philippines are not achieving any of those. Not achieving the predictability part and not achieving the repeatability part. And I'm much more willing to help you to implement color management and how to take advantage of color management. So mamaya, usap tayo mamaya yan. Ano mo tayo, webinar mo tayo ngayon. Oh, humihirit pa talaga si Milky. Pinapanood ko lahat ng videos mo. Oh, Milky. Siyempre. Ikaw ang idol ko sa makeup, di ba? Hindi mo pa ako tinuturuan, ha? So, predictability and repeatability. That's two things that are very important in print. So, anong nangyayari ngayon pag walang predictability and repeatability? Ang nangyayari is, ayusin ko lang. Ito ang panlaban dyan. Cross your fingers. Hopefully, lumabas na tama. Kung di man tama yan, balik sa Photoshop, adjust, send mo ulit. Baka tama na. Baka na naman. Tapos, adjust mo ulit kay Photoshop, send mo ulit. Finally, sana tama na talaga. So, maraming cross your fingers ang nangyayari. Maraming cross your fingers nangyayari if you cannot predict what's gonna come out. And here's the problem. The client ordered a lot. Happy client. Took you a lot of time getting the colors right. And then you printed a lot. And then, 6 months after, sabi ni client, oh, I need the same print. I need it tomorrow. Sabi mo, oh, teka, paano ko i-repeat yun? I have to go through that process again. Hindi mo ma-deliver yun. Kasi, you have to go through the color matching again. Tapos sasabihin mo, do you still have a copy of the last print para ma-compare namin? So, those are the major problems. I hope I'm not being righteous here, but I went through that and I've managed a digital print company for 10 years. 10 years ako nag-manage ng company. So alam ko ang mga sleepless nights namin, ang mga complaints ni clients, color issues namin, and everything. I went through all of that. So, not being righteous, I'm just being real. Na ganun nangyari. At alam ko nakaka-relate din kayo na yun yung na-experience nyo rin. So, yeah, two things are predictability, knowing what's gonna come out, and then also the repeatability. So, those two things. So, when this for current, yung right now, a client, when they choose a print provider, what they do is, they look for those who can produce the best color. No, yung sasabihin na, oy, gusto yung printer doon sa kabila, ang ganda lumalabas ng output, doon sa kabila, pangit. So, yun pa lang, is a very indicator na, bakit iba-iba yung standard? Bakit si printer dito, ang ganda ng output, dito sa kabila, pangit. Di ba? So, ang ginagawa ni client, una is, who can produce the best color? Okay, yun ang, this is current. Tapos, ang next nila titignan is, who can deliver the proofing fast? Kasi tambakan yan pagdating dun sa print, sa company. Papasok mo, iba-ibang ahente. Sabihin, oy, unahin mo yung proofing ko, oy, unahin mo to. Oy, VIP na client to, unahin mo yung proofing na to. Kaya nagkakaroon, tumatambak yan doon kasi may mga color matching pa nangyayari yan. I'll be explaining later. So, kaya nagiging requirement ni client, kung sino yung printer na napakabilis mag-output ng proofing, binibigyan ng priority yan. Kasi lumalabas ka agad ang bilis makarating ng proofing. Tapos they also want fast delivery and final print. I understand that. As a printer who works in a printing company, most of the agencies or clients that we have, when you ask them kailan nila kailangan, the answer is always, we needed that yesterday. So, wala talagang excuse si print. Always to the last second, to the last minute ang delivery talaga naghahabol lagi. So, kaya I would understand na ito yung mga requirement ni client. So, si print provider naman, ang objective niya, kung ako may-ari ako ng kumpanya ng printing, my objective would be, I need to set up a fast graphic artist team. No? Meaning, para pagpasok ni kliyente ng mga projects, dapat mabilis ma-process yun. Para mabilis lumabas yung Para hindi ko pala na-off yung notification ko dito. Teka muna. Yun. So kung may-ari akong printing company, I want to have a fast graphic artist team. na pagpasok, i-ingest ka agad ni graphic designer yun, ipapalabas dun sa print na department para ma-print agad yung proof, happy si client. Tapos gusto rin ni print provider na meron siyang color matching guy. Kasi after nung graphic designer na prepare niya yun, cross your fingers nga, di ba, pagdating sa printing. So kailangan ng color specialist na guy, na gagawin niya, pag tanggap niya nung files coming from the artist, ipiprint niya dun sa printer, tapos kung iba kulay nun, i-adjust niya yun. Tapos send niya ulit, tapos adjust niya ulit, tapos send niya ulit, tapos adjust niya ulit, tapos send niya ulit, tapos pag okay na yun, send to client as proof. May management na part yun, ha? Kasi hindi mo alam kung ano yung last na file na ginamit mo na nag-match dun sa kulay na gusto mo. So, granting 8 times siya nag-output. So, dapat malaman niya kung alin yung pinaka-latest file niya na yun ang papagamit niya pag nag-go si client. O kaya pag nagpa-adjust si client, yun yung last na file na ginamit niya. Yun yung gagamitin niya to adjust the color. I'm saying this is current. Yung ngayon to, ha? And we're going to correct all of that. So, si printing company, meron din siyang tinatawag na proofing coordinator. Si proofing coordinator, dahil sa sobrang dami ng kliyente, kailangan ma-assign yun sa rider kung kanino ipapadala yung proofing na yun. O, ipadala to kay dun sa kainta. O, ito padala sa ito padala doon, kung saan man, no? Dami padadalhan yan. Tapos, feedback from client. Kailangan dalhin niya dun sa artist na, ito yung question ni client. Iba daw yung kulay dito, tapos adjust ulit. So, there's a whole ecosystem that's running there. Okay? Built around that system. Next, tayo. Wait, lumampas ako. So, sa design stage, si graphic designer, dun sa company, sa client, sa agency, or from a marketing department, may graphic designer yan dun eh. They're the one designing those billboards, they're the one designing those different mga tarps that we see, banner ba yan, backdrop ba yan, sa airport ba yan, ng mga backlit na mga images. May graphic designer gumagawa niyan. It can either be under agency or marketing department. Now, itong mga graphic designers na to, isasubmit nila yan dun sa, nakikita nyo pa ba yung mga image dito? Dalawa ko lang ito konti. So, ang ginagawa is, sinesend nila yan dun sa art director or brand manager. Tapos sasabihin ni brand manager, ayoko yung kulay na to, gusto ko ganito, ganito. So, adjust na naman si graphic designer. Pag-adjust na naman niya, bigay naman niya kay art director. Sabihin naman ni art director, tulugan ko muna to bukas, magde-decide ako. So, I mean, that's about normal. Any graphic designer and artist would do that. Kasi they really need to think about, kasi billboards to. Kaya ang lalaking backlit nito doon sa airport. So, dapat they really have to, focus on the branding, the design, nag-adhere ba siya sa color, swatches na inano ng company that dapat i-follow, yung branding ba niya, yung size ng logo. No, there's a lot of things that are involved in designing. So, here's a question. Dun sa design stage, are they looking at the right color? Are they calibrating their monitor? When they decide na, I don't like that blue, I want that a little bit darker, are they looking at the right color? So, question is, if yes, how do you know that you're looking at the right color? Are you calibrating your monitor? Are you using an IPS monitor? What monitor are you using? 8-bit, 12-bit, 10-bit? So, you need to know all of that. Kasi, yung decision mo to decide or adjust a particular color is based on what you see. Pero if you don't know if what you're seeing is correct, that's a problem. You're deciding on something that is not sure. Ambiguous siya. So, hindi natin alam kung tama siya o hindi. So, let's move on. Natapos na yung design, pinadala na kay print provider. So, si print provider, prepare sa pre-media yung file, in-open, chinek. Tapos, tinignan kung printable ba yung mga file. Si pre-media yan. Ang dati tawag natin yung pre-press. Kasi ngayon, masyado nang maraming ginagawa sa pre-media. So, pre-media na lang, para mas generic. So, dadaan kay color matching yan. Yung sabi ko sa yung color specialist. So, si color specialist will do that part. Yung i-print niya, tapos magpangit ang result, mag-adjust siya, send niya ulit sa printer, tapos mag-adjust niya ulit sa printer. Hanggang sa satisfied na si color matching specialist. Then, isisend na yan sa client as proofing. So, finally, pinadala na sa client. So, ang nangyayari niyan, dahil nga cross your fingers siya, meron siyang first proof, second proof, third proof, fourth proof, hanggang umaabot pa ng 8th proof yan. At pag sinasabi natin proof, ibig sabihin bumabiyahe yan. Galing sa print company, sasakay ng motor yan, makakarating saan ba, Muntinlupa ba yung client, Makati ba, Cainta ba, saan ba sa Rizal yan, kung saan-saan si client nakaposition, dun ihatid yan. Tapos kailangan pa-pick upin ulit yan, correction, babalik. So kung 8 times yun hinatid, 8 times bumalik, imagine the time consumed. So what's next? So, sabi ni client, oh, I don't like the first proof. Tapos umabot na yung 8th proof. Tapos sabi ni client, you know what? Can we go back to the 6th proof? I love that 6th proof. The color is really nice. And then see color matching. Oh wait, did I save the 6th proof? So, that's a big problem. RG Beans is watching, do? Musta? So yun ang problema. Oh, by the way, dun sa mga bago lang dumating, this is color management topic for graphic designers and printing companies. Okay? So, hindi muna tayo photographer ngayon. So, let me move on to my next slide. Okay. So, proof to delivery, si print provider, bago siya makapalabas ng proof, umabot ng mga 2 to 3 days yan. Lagyan natin 3 days. Bakit? Una, tambak lahat yan, nakatambak sa color specialist. Kasi, hindi niya kayang i-print diretso yan eh. Every job na dadating, kailangan niya mag-sampling muna bago siya makalabas eh. So, ilan lang nagagawa niya sa isang araw sa sobrang dami ng client. So, kaya minsan, pagpasok, depende kung malakas sa color specialist ahente, nauna yung proofing niya. Pero pag medyo hindi, mga 3 days after pa yun. So, lagay natin 3 days. Kasi dumaan pa kay pre-media yun. Tumambay kay pre-media ng 1.5 araw. Tapos tumambay kay color specialist ng 1.5 araw. Tapos saka na-deliver kay client. So, 3 days after, napadala na yung proofing. So, proof to client, so 2 weeks yun. Kasi pabalik-balik yun eh. Sabi ko, umabot ng 8 times eh. Would you believe that there was a client that I was working with, umabot ng 16 times sila nag-proofing bago na-approve. And that's natural for a client. Kasi we're talking about millions of orders. 20 million order na billboard. 16 times pre-noofing. Okay lang din naman talaga yun, di ba? Maski 16 times. Pero it could have been shorter kung may color management system. So, once na-approve na ni client, another 1 week to produce. So that's a total of 3 weeks and 3 days. Okay? So ito. I-design natin, ipapasok natin si color management na side. Print provider proofing, 1 day. Bakit 1 day? Bakit na-shorten? Kasi si color specialist, hindi na siya magko-cross finger. Paglabas niya dun sa, pagdating sa kanya ng file, wala na nga color specialist eh, kasi si graphic designer, diretso na sa print operator eh. Si print operator would print that proof and then deliver na ka to client. Wala na, maski pikit mata yun. Pagpasok ng file, maski pikit pa nila yung mata nila yung tama lalabas doon pag may color management. Tapos papadala kay client yun. So, definitely, 1 day is enough. Di ba? Tapos, proof to client. So, syempre, pabalik-balik. Maski sabihin natin si client color management si client, meaning naka-calibrate yung mga monitors nila. No? May proofing pa rin. Kasi sometimes, when you're a designer, iba pa rin pag lumabas na sa print, doon mo pa rin malalaman, oh wait, I feel like now that it's a bigger display, I feel like the images are a little bit small, maybe we should scale it a bit. So magkakaroon ng mga konting mga ganong adjustment, understandable. So lagay natin 3 days kasi in-adjust content ni agency, tapos pina-proof ulit. So 3 days. Tapos na na-approve na ni client, 1 week pa rin yung production, hindi mo magbabago production, di ba? So, si production 1 week pa rin. So, compared to kanina, which is 3 weeks, with CMS, 1 week na lang ang total. 1 week and 4 days. Imagine? 4 days lang yung part sa proofing and 1 week, di mo magbabago yung 1 week na production time. So next, Once once we apply color management, sabi ko, paano nagawa ni ano yun na si si agency na side or si client na side? Paano sila mag-implement ng color management? Napakasimple lang naman ng color management dun sa client na side. Kailangan lang nila i-calibrate yung monitor nila and kailangan lang na i-save yung files nila properly bago nila ipadala dun sa printing company. Okay? Make sure that the monitors are calibrated. So how do we calibrate the monitors? We cannot calibrate it by our eyes. We need to calibrate it by using a device. Merong X-Rite, merong Spider, I don't know the other brands. So my Spider, my I1 display, ni X-Rite. Si Spider yata sa problem with Catalina right now because you need to upgrade the hardware bago mo siya magamit with Catalina. So, but yeah, so you need a monitor calibrator. It's a hardware that you attach in the monitor. Hindi pwede eye-mometer, no? Tawag na eye-mometer. So, hindi pwede mata, no? Hindi pwede mata gamitin dyan. So, but you need to also calibrate it regularly. Hindi pwede isang beses. Like, if everyday ginagamit ang computer for graphics, dapat twice a month. Kung medyo hindi man ganun kabugbog yung computer, maybe once a month. Di ba? So, importante to calibrate. Kasi sabi ko nga, they decide on colors on what they see in their monitor. And the art director decides on a particular color based dun sa nakita niya dun sa monitor. Kasi wala pa namang print, di ba? Ipiprint pa lang eh. So, dapat yung color na nakikita dun sa monitor should be accurate enough. And the only way for that to become accurate is kung kinalibrate mo yung monitor mo. Next is the type of monitor. I had a live discussion about this last time for the photographers na kailangan IPS yung monitor mo. Bakit kailangan siya IPS? Kasi so that if you're looking at a particular angle, hindi nagbabago yung kulay nung monitor mo. Eh minsan sa art director, nakatayo dun sa likod mo. Si graphic designer, nakaupo. So syempre, mas mataas yung angle ni art director. So pagtingin niya sa monitor, sabi niya, oh, kulang sa kulay ah. Sabi ni artist, okay lang naman ah. Sabi ni art director, kulang yung kulay. Saturate mo konti. Tapos hindi niya alam na mali lang pala yung angle ng viewing. If it's an IPS monitor, it has a better handling in terms of viewing it in a particular angle. You'll still see the colors correct. So yun, kailangan i-calibrate ni graphic designer yung mga monitors nila dun sa department nila. So, ang gagawin naman ni printing company, kailangan niya mawala na yung color matching na side. Kailangan niya na from pre-media, diretso na kaagad sa operator ng printer. Wala nang color matching mangyayari. So, paano niya gagawin yun? Yun yung malaking tanong. The way the printer can do it is to calibrate and profile ang printer niya. Paano niya i-calibrate? Paano niya i-profile? Katulad nung pag-calibrate mo ng monitor, kailangan mo ng-hardware. Pag-calibrate ng printer, meron din siyang hardware na kailangan. Spectrophotometer ang kailangan mo. There's a lot of different spectrophotometer. There's X-Rite, Konica has one. I think si Konica is a lot more sa mga industrial, but from what I know, si Konica is more accurate than X-Rite. So there you go, shots fired. So you need spectrophotometers. Dati may mga Gretag Macbeth pa, but I think binili na ni X-Rite yun eh. So, you need a hardware, a spectrophotometer. Just like the one you're seeing right now, this is the older version, but I like the photo, so I chose that. So, you need a spectrophotometer to allow your printer to output color patches. Tapos babasahin ni spectrophotometer yun. Gagawa niya ng ICC profile yun. Yung ICC profile na yun, ilalagay mo sa raster image processor mo yun. Tapos, immediately, voila, whatever you see in your calibrated monitor is gonna come out correct paglabas dun sa large format printer mo. Imagine, there's no more color matching that's gonna be involved. But of course, may mga strings attached yun. Making sure that the printer is always clean, the heads are always clean, no misfires in the head. Kung meron mong mga misfire at dumami na yung mga mga clogged na mga head, dapat linisan. Kung hindi talaga malinisan yun, dapat gawa ka ulit ng profile nun. Kasi nagbago na yung environment, bago na yung characteristic ng printing capability ng printer. So may mga ganun. Pero it's typical maintenance. You maintain that the printer is properly working. So, yun ang gagawin ni printer. So, no more color matching needed. Okay? So, since wala nang color matching mangyari, wala na masyadong proof. Kasi nga, the clients are deciding on what they see in their monitor, and kung yung in-output naman napakalapit na dun sa monitor, wala nang, uy, adjust mo to ulit. Pag sinabi pa, ma'am, sir, match na yung print natin from your so if you need to adjust something, maybe you can adjust it on your department and then send it to us again kung may papa-adjust, may papa-sample ulit kayo. So, mas minus na yung proofing needed. Diba? So, maiksi na. Less proofing. What are the advantages that you get if you're a printer? You save materials. You save tarp, ink. You save the most valuable part, which is time. Your printer is going to be producing products that you are converting to revenues. Hindi siya proofing na hindi pa siya converted to revenue. Yung oras niya, yung investment mo sa makina, alaking bagay yun. Plus, because mas efficient ka mas produce, mas marami kang mapiprint, di ba? For the printer side. Si client na side, anong advantage? Mas mabilis ang turnaround time. Di ba? Tapos, yung mga logo and everything ang color will come out correct. Di ba? So, everybody's happy if we implement color management. The client is happy, the printer is happy. It's just a matter of following a standard. Okay? Oh, andito na si Joseph, sabi niya, mayang gabi. Mayang gabi, Sep. Musta man diya sa New Zealand. So, galaw natin ito konti para makita niyo dyan. So, anong kailangan malaman ni client to prepare the file properly? So, let's talk about CMYK or RGB. Marami nagtatanong, ano ba talaga ang dapat isend sa kliyente? Sa printer. Sasabihin ng printer, oy, CMYK lang tinatanggap namin. Kasi may ibang printer naman, but very few. May ibang printer sabihin, RGB ang tinatanggap namin. So, ano ba talaga, kuya? Should we send a CMYK file to the printer or RGB? Okay, let me clear this. Sa CMYK, may mga iba-ibang standard profile or press profile na pwede mong gamitin. Ito si Fogra, si US Swap, tsaka si Grackle. These are all standards. Hindi ito siya ginawa ng isang tao, organization ang gumawa nito. Like Swap is American organization, American standard. Si Fogra and Grackle is European na mga standard. So, but hindi ito sila malalaki difference. Siguro mga 2-3% difference between them. Yung Fogra, US Swap, at saka Grackle. So, itong mga to, when you convert your file to CMYK at sinabi ni printer na CMYK tinatanggap namin, tanong mo, anong type of CMYK ang kailangan nyo? Fogra ba? US Swap ba yung system nyo dyan? Or Grackle ba ang ginagamit nyo dyan? So that if you are a graphic designer, you're working on an RGB file, all you have to do is convert that into CMYK and make sure that you convert it to Fogra or US Swap or Grackle, di ba? So, teka, nalulunod na ba kayo sa information? Information overload na ba? Ganun na ba overloaded? Comment naman dyan, baka may mga tanong dyan, baka sobrang bilis ko ng tumakbo. May mga tanong pala kayo na hindi nyo na itanong sa akin. So, let me know. Okay lang ba? May moving too fast? Si Jason Manlangit, sabi niya, ano po rin recommendation nyo for calibrator? Jason, are you referring to monitor? Two things. Kung talagang maarte ka sa kulay, like sobrang arte mo, you need an I1 display. No? It's a more accurate na monitor calibrator. I think the range is between 20 to 25,000 yata pesos. Ideal marketing is distributing it. Si si Spider naman works quite fine and very acceptable yung accuracy niya. So mas mura siya. I think between 15 to 20 yata si Spider. So either sa dalawang yun will work. As long as, like I've said, kung maarte ka, go with the I1 display. Kung you just need something that is reliable, then get a Spider. Diba? Did I answer your questions? Hopefully, nasagot ko. So yeah, yun. So, yun. For monitor, I1 display under X-Rite. And the other one is Spider Color Data yata ang company ni I1 ni Spider. So, wala na bang mga tanong dyan bago ako continue? Salamat daw, sabi ni Jason. You're welcome. Feel free to ask. Baka may mga magtatanong pa dyan. Again, this discussion is for graphic designers and print providers. Okay? I'm removing my photographer's hat. I'm wearing my color management hat for today. So, sa anong kailangan? Pag sinabi ni company, kailangan namin sa MYK, tanong mo, anong si MYK? Hindi lang basta si MYK. Are we going to be using a FOGRA? Are we going to be using US swap? Are we going to be using Grackle? Yun bang gagamitin nyo? So, tas ang next ng tanong pa dyan, pag sinabi nila na, we're using Grackle na setup, tanong mo, are you creating ICC profile of your printers? No, nakakagawa ba kayo ng ICC profile? Are you matching the Grackle to your printer? Gumagawa ba kayo ng ICC profile? Just to check. Baka mamaya, saan lang na napulot yun eh? Swap, US swap, version 2. May ganun pa, di ba? So, hindi mo alam, baka gawa-gawa lang nila na sagot yun, di ba? Tanong nyo na lang din. May I ask yung color management system nyo, are you making ICC profile on your printer? Kasi if you're doing that, then it means that lahat ng lumalabas sa printer nyo are managed. The colors are managed. So, hindi lang anong CMYK profile ang gagamitin. Tanong nyo rin, are you making custom profiles for different media? Like tarp, Sintra board, vinyl sticker. So, tanong mo ganun. Pag sinabi, isang ICC profile lang ginagamit nila for different media, mali lahat yun. Every media must have its own ICC profile. And your role as a graphic designer is to convert your file to the target profile, which is the FOGRA, US swap, Grackle, depende sa anong kailangan ni print provider. Okay? So, as a graphic designer, again, dun sa client na side, anong dapat isubmit ko dun kay client? And we're talking about digital printing. TIFF, JPEG, PDF, or PSD. Ang alam ko na sa dami kong mga inikutan ng mga printing companies in Manila, most of them would ask you to submit a TIFF file. Okay? No, that's very rare that they will accept PDF. And some of them would request, I would understand PSD kasi nga may mga re-layout na nangyayari kasi minsan kasi si client would say, i-resize mo na lang yan for different billboard application. So PSD yun. I would understand that. Question, can you submit TIFF? Can you submit JPEG? Can you submit PDF? Can you submit everything that I mentioned here? Teka. Shout out ko lang. Okay, si Darwin is in the house. Ito mga Master Jedi ito ng Epson. Recommended hood that ambient lighting exactly. Actually hindi ako bumibili ng hood eh. Dati sa amin, dahil marami kaming mga extra na mga foam boards, gumagawa lang kami ng foam board na hood, no? Kasi daming extra na mga ganong material sa printing. Si John, in Visayan, sabi niya, ba monitor and printer calibrator in one? Yes, there is. Not so accurate. I think si Color Monkey has it. Okay, let me just change my scene presentation. Teka, nawala. Nawala ba yung display ko? Let me just check, ha? Oh, wait, sorry. Let me just go back to my solo there. Sorry, technical stuff. Natanggal yung PDF ko. Lagay ko lang ulit yung PDF ko. Let me look for my PDF file. Okay. And then I'll just drag this over here. Yun. Sorry, nawala kanina. Galaw ko lang to. Okay, so move na natin dun sa saan tayo last nun. Layo-layo na yun ah. So sorry for the delay. Here we go. No need. Okay, dito tayo last, di ba? So may nagtanong, sabi ni John, ano ba daw, may monitor and printer calibrator ba in one? Meron naman. I think si Color Monkey has that. But hindi siya ganun ka-accurate. But the good thing is, cheap siya. I think mabibili mo lang siya ng 35,000 yata. It can calibrate your monitor and your printer at the same time. Yung accuracy niya lang dun sa printer na side. Kasi colorimeter lang siya eh. Para sa akin, good enough. Kasi kaysa wala, di ba? Pero if you want really those accurate ones, kailangan mo ng spectrophotometer, yung I1 profiler. I think tumatakbo na between ano yun eh, 150 to 200,000 na kasi yun eh. Pero definitely a lot accurate than Color Monkey, no? Hindi ko alam kung Color Monkey pa rin ang tawag ni X-Rite doon. I think binago, iStudio na yata tinawag niya doon eh. I'm not sure. Pero designed kasi yun for desktop printer and monitor. But kung gusto mo lang mag-umpisa at something, go ahead and invest in that. From what I know, it's called Color Monkey before, but hindi ko lang alam ngayon kung ano natawag doon. Okay. So, sabi ni Kit, for enthusiasts, yung mid-range na X-Rite and Spider are available. Oh yeah, Studio nga, Color Monkey, Studio. Is it the same, Kit, si Color Monkey tsaka si Studio? Kasi alam ko Color Monkey ang tawag dati. From what I know, change na nila to, Studio eh. Sabi ni Joseph, I have access to the free printing at work, all pro industrial printers. What would you advise to me? How would my output print be more accurate to my computer display? Ano bang objective mo, Joseph? Is this for your high quality print para sa mga photography shots mo or for commercial purposes ba? Kasi kung for your personal output, of course, nandiyan sila Epson, nandiyan sila Canon, and most of this, Color Monkey would work. And sometimes, kung wala ka ng mga Color Monkey na yon, as long as you use the right media, yung official na media ha, kasi yung mga media ni Canon, may katapat na color profile na yun. Ginawa na nila ng color profile yun. So all you have to do is download the color profile and install it in Photoshop, and then si Photoshop will manage color to your printer. And that's going to be accurate. Not that accurate, but very, very, very acceptable if you do that. You know? If this is for personal. Pero kung commercial siya, ang pinaka matinik kung commercial na print ang requirement mo is RIP. Ang RIP is very important. If the RIP, lalo na yung mga China natin, na mga printers, yung mga RIP niyan, ewan ko, umabot ako ng 2 araw to analyze ang mga RIP ng China just to, figure out how they doing the order management side. But fortunately, nakakalibrate ko naman sila China printers. So yeah, I hope I answered that question. Sabi ni Crisanto, na-fix na ba yung issue with Spider? Nope. Si Spider doesn't work with Catalina. Only the Spider na higher version ang mag-work with Catalina. The other na mga hardware nila will never work kasi I don't think it's a 16-bit na hardware. Si Catalina maarte na 16-bit na lahat ng application na dapat tumatakbo. So yeah, right now, Spider di pa rin nag-work. So sabi ni Kit, X-Rite, iStudio na nga, hindi na nga Color Monkey yata, di ba? So let's go back. CMYK, Fogra, US Swap, and Grackle. Tanong mo kay printer. Tapos para malaman mo kung di lang gawa-gawa yon, ask mo kung are they doing ICC profile per ano ba, per media ba, di ba? So next, TIFF, JPEG, PSD, the answer is yes. You can submit any of those. Pag sinabi hindi sila tumatanggap ng JPEG, hindi nakakaintindi yun. We've been printing for 10 years digital. JPEG ginagamit namin, walang problema. Problema lang sa JPEG is you are not able to edit it so much. Limited na yung capacity. As long as high-res siya na JPEG, ha? High-res na JPEG, 150 dpi, actual size, tas JPEG, that's good, no? But problem lang with JPEG is when you ask your printer to edit it a bit, si JPEG kasi compressed na eh. So hindi talaga siya designed for editing. So if you really want high res plus editing, TIFF, PSD. Pero for direct printing na lang, binigay mo, print na agad nila, JPEG will work. 150 dpi actual size. PDF, yes. Ang raster image processor ng mga printers natin, nakakatanggap ng PDF yan. Pag hindi nakakatanggap ng PDF yan, ewan ko na lang kung RIP pa ba tawag dyan. Di na RIP yan. Ang tawag dyan, printer driver na lang yan siya. Hindi na yan siya raster image processor. Kasi lahat ng raster image processor nakakatanggap ng PDF. Just make sure that when you're doing PDF, ipi-pre-flight nyo, kasi minsan yung mga transparency, nagpapatong-patong yan, nawawala yung mga gradient, nawawala yung mga opacity. So, you want to make sure, para foolproof, save nyo siya as PDF X-3. 2003 ba yun? So, PDF X-3. Para talagang walang sablay, PDF X-1. Yun. Kaso, mabigat yung file ng PDF X-1 kasi isi-CMYK niya lahat eh. Di ba? So, pag sinabi naman ni printer, pwede naman kami tumatanggap ng RGB. Here's the thing. What's the advantage with RGB? The good thing about RGB is mas matingkad yung kulay na lumalabas dun sa printer. Okay? Mas mataas yung kulay ng RGB kasi ang large format printers, mas mataas ang color space niya compared dun sa mga Fogra, mga swap. Kasi based on offset printing yan eh. Mga Fogra US swap na yan eh. Mas mataas ang kulay ng large format printer mo. So, if you want to get a more vibrant, more saturated color, submit an RGB and tell your printer, do not convert that, print it as RGB. Unfortunately, not all the printers right now can print RGB. No, the problem is they don't know that they can print RGB. So, you should be able to print RGB. Mas matingkad ang kulay niya. When it comes to color matching, mas match si CMYK, na very close ang match. When it comes to RGB, match pa rin siya, but mas vibrant lang siya, mas saturated lang. We all want that in our large format prints, right? Saturated and more vibrant colors. So yeah, so yun. And kung ikaw naman, nasa marketing side ka, you need a color policy. Ano yung color policy? Ang color policy is lahat na tinatrabaho nyo dapat naka-RGB. Wala na kasi MYK dapat dyan. Dapat naka-Adobe RGB kung yun ang magiging color policy nyo. Lahat ng tumatakbong file dyan sa loob ng computer, Adobe RGB. Tapos pag ipiprint na, papadala na sa printing company, save as. Gawa kayo ng CMYK version, then send it to the client. And then you don't even have to keep a copy of that as long as you have that RGB version with you. So that's a color policy. Alright? So, So si client, when choosing a print provider, hindi na dapat yung who's best. Di ba? Dapat who is matching the colors sa monitor namin. Kunwari, nakakalibrate na yung monitor nyo. Tapos magpiprint kayo dito sa isang printing company. The criteria to choose sino sa kanila ang kukunin nyo, sino yung mas nagmamatch dito sa monitor namin. Kasi monitor namin calibrated eh. So, sino sa inyo makakamatch ng monitor namin? It means that you're doing it properly. Kasi namamatch yung monitor namin eh. So, if they're doing it properly, nagmamatch yan sa monitor mo. Okay? So, dapat yun yung maging criteria mo. Ang next criteria would be, who can maintain consistency of color? Sino ba yung printer na pag binigyan ko ng project ngayon at umorder ulit ako 6 months or 1 year after, the same pa rin ba yung kulay? Then, that's the next criteria that you have to make to choose a print provider. Tapos, of course, hindi mo natin maalis, fast delivery of final print. Di ba? Importante yun. Si print provider naman, yung objective na niya ngayon, hindi niya kailangan ng napakabilis na mga graphic designer. Kailangan niya masustain yung color matching niya. Meaning, yung kulay niya is consistent today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. Pare-pares ang kulay nun. Tapos, kailangan meron siyang ICC profile sa kada media, vinyl, tarpaulin, Sintra board. Kung meron kang UV na direct on material, gawan mo ng profile in every material na ipiprint mo. If you're printing on C2S, then gawan mo ng profile yung C2S. Everything, every media must be profiled. May ICC profile dapat yun. Tapos, always keep the machine clean and calibrated. Calibrated, it means yung mga tonal values niya tama. Paano na maintain yun? Na laging malinis yung head. Hindi pinababayaan tumatakbo yung head na may mga clogged na nozzle. So, dapat every nozzle should be functioning right. Pag di nagpa-function, do everything you can to make sure to remove that nozzle's clog status. Then, it has to print properly. So, another is, laging may tanong sa akin about matching Pantone ng mga, bakit may ED yung swatch ko? Swatched. Pantone, swatch, and matching. So, tinatanong, uy, Pantone yung binigay mo, hindi magmamatch talaga yan. Di ba? Teka na, natakpan. Lipat natin yung ano ko. Dito tayo siya sa kabila. Okay. So, hindi magmamatch talaga yan kasi Pantone yan. So, the question is, tama ba yun? Is it a correct answer from the print companies na sasabihin nila na hindi magmamatch yan kasi, let me just move this a bit. Hindi magmamatch yan kasi Pantone yan. Partially correct and partially wrong. And here's the correct. Hindi lahat ng swatch na nakikita mo sa Pantone makaya mamatch ng large format printer. At hindi rin lahat hindi kaya mamatch. May mga kulay dyan na mamatch nung printer. So the question na lang dyan is, yung mga doon sa mga colors na namamatch ng printer, ang tawag doon, delta E. Delta E difference is the difference between two colors. So if you see this right now in your screen, on the right side, there's two colors. There is a dark, there is a lighter. So if you're matching two different colors, to measure the difference, you're calling it delta difference, delta E, or delta error. So kung malaking delta error, umabot ng 10, sobrang kita mo. Like in this example right now, this is delta E. In 1976 na delta E error, ano siya, 11. Pero sa delta E 2000, 6.01. Kasi pagka 2000, binago na nila, masyadong strict si 76 eh. So si 2000, 6.01. So visually, nakikita naman yung difference, di ba? So it means to say at 6, ganyan kalaki ang difference between colors. So pag sinabi kung naka-color management si printing company, tapos binigyan mo siya ng spot color, ang gagawin niya, i-versus niya yun sa ICC profile niya. Sasabihin niya, oh, ito yung Pantone number. Can we print this? Sasagot sa kanya nung color management system niya, sasabihin niya, yes, we can print that at around 2 delta E or 1 delta E. 1 is very close. Tapos pag sinabi niya, no, that's about 10 delta E. So medyo ano yan, obvious yung difference niyan. So then you can come back to your client and say, I'm sorry, 10 delta E yan, masyadong malaki difference. Hindi kaya ng hindi kaya ng digital printer yan. So bago lumabas, alam na natin kung mamamatch ba or hindi. Now, if your print provider cannot answer that, it means that they are not implementing color management. Kasi hindi nila na-foresee kung kaya ba nilang i-match or hindi. Di ba? And when you're doing color management, you should be able to know when a color can be printed or closest lang ba siya, or very close, or very far. Kasi sabi ko nga, di ba, from the very beginning, predictability. Okay? So, it's 3:14. Masyado nang mahaba ang oras. Baka meron pa kayong mga tanong dyan. Meron pa ba akong last slide? Oh yeah, ito pala yung values kanina. Okay. Yeah, mas malalaking values to. At sabi dito, delta E 2000 is 6.01. Delta E 76 is 11.73. Maarte talaga to si 76. Masyadong stricto to si 76 eh. Itong 2000 is binase na nila to sa, mas forgiving na to si Delta E 2000 eh. These are actually mathematical formulas that they compute to compare colors. So medyo tolerant na to si Delta E 2000. Si 76 ang maarte sa kulay ito. So, may question pa ba dyan? May mga graphics designer pa ba tayong natitira dyan? O kaya print provider? May tanong ba kayo sa color management? What you can do is contact me through my FB page. I'll also put this in my YouTube. So, kung medyo hanapin nyo to, lalagay ko ito sa page ko dun sa GRP Digital Imaging Institute. So, you can always review it there. And then you can always comment there or send me a message in GRP Digital Imaging Institute, ask about color management. I'd be very willing to answer you. Like I've said, my objective is, gusto ko sana, here in the Philippines, we are all following the standard practices in color management. Kasi nga, sabi ko, this is going to be an advantage for us, for you, the printing company, less material, less time, diba, more profit. Si client naman, mas mabilis yung turnaround time. So, tapos yung colors will come out correct. So everybody's a winner if we implement color management, diba? So, I know it's not going to be an overnight something that we're going to be producing, but little by little, I hope we start shifting that direction towards standards. Kasi sa Pilipinas, medyo backward tayo pagdating sa standards. Basta standards, ayaw namin yan, standards na yan. No, we want to do this, not because we want to follow standards, but because we're going to save a lot and we're gonna profit more if we do this. Okay? So, Son Rafael, sabi niya, thumbs up daw. Thank you. So, may tanong pa ba? Sabi ni Carol Vincent, sabi niya, salamat sir, you're welcome. Marami pa to. Ano pa rin, naka-confine pa rin tayo lahat di ba? So, nagawa pa tayo ng mga ganito. So, sana, I can probably focus this time on my next na mga live. Hindi na siya more in theory, more in specifics na, di ba? Sabi din ni John, salamat sir. Napakasurigaw ka ron, John. Musta man mo din ha. So, kung wala na kayong tanong, shall we call it a day? Right? So, yeah, follow lang dun sa GRP page. You can always send a message there in that page and ask me anything about color management. I'd be very much willing to answer you and even guide you on what equipments to buy, no? Of course, that's my consultancy. I don't charge you if you message me and ask me something. I would say, pag hindi ko na kayang ma-explain through messaging at kailangan ko ng puntahan at explain sa'yo doon, that's when I charge you. I charge you when I go there and do the consultancy. But kung kaya ko pang gawin sasagot-sagot na ako doon sa mga tanong, gagawin ko yun. I'll even tell you what equipment to buy and how to use it and what to do. No? By the time that kailangan mo talaga nandun ako to show it to you, that's the time I charge you. But if you just send me a message, ask for anything, may tanong ka, bakit ganito nangyari, I can, kung kaya pa sa oras, sasagutin ko yan. Walang bayad. So, sabi ni RG Vince, kahit daw di siya graphic designer. Kasi malaking tulong as a photographer. Correct! Yan si RG Vince, mga bigatin to ng mga photographer dyan sa Cebu. Mga award-winning. Claire says, good day po. And Milky, musta ka dyan? Huwag na laging nangaaway sa FB kasi lagi na lang may kaaway. So, Luis, sabi niya, usually Pantone coated and uncoated lang ba yung minamatch? Meron din ng mga Pantone naman na process color ng mga Pantone. Yung mga process color na Pantone, pag bumili ka ng process color Pantone, I am 100% na lahat ng kulay doon, mamamatch ng printer mo yon. Pero pag kinuha mo yung Pantone system na hindi process, yung mga solid color Pantones, yun ang sinasabi ko na may mga part na yun na mamamatch, may mga part hindi na mamamatch. And the only way to do that is if you have a color management system, like si X-Rite, I don't know kung si X-Rite I1 Profiler has that function, but the one I'm using is Corey. Si Corey na color management system can tell me, sasabihin, ilalagay ko lang yung profile ng media, ilalagay ko yung Pantone number, sasabihin sa akin, gaano kalaki ang difference pag ipiprint. Malalaman ni Corey yun. I'm not sure, I think si I1 Profiler can do that, but si Corey can do that, can tell you, bago mo i-print, ano yan, that's 10 delta E. Sabi ni Corey, no, that's 2 delta E. Paglabas niyan, tama yun. Ganon kagaling yung Corey. So, kung coated at saka uncoated, iba din naman ang effect nun. Pero in terms kasi of color matching, kung coated or uncoated, in terms of hue values, parehas lang yun. Mas mataas lang yung sheen nung sa coated na side. Pwede ba pa-consult daw, sabi ni Joseph. Pupunta daw ako sa New Zealand. Of course, I'll go there. Basta wala ng COVID. Tapos, landscape shoot kagad tayo. With models, of course. So, what else? So, Luis, sana nasagot ko ha. Hindi isang klase ang Pantone. Sabi mo nga, may coated, may uncoated. Meron pa isa, yung process. Process color na Pantone. Process, 100% printable. Yung mga solid colors ng mga Pantone, hindi lahat printable. Some of them are really far, umabot ng 20 delta E. Some of them are about 2, 3, 10, iba-iba, depende na sa tingkad ng kulay. I'm not sure ilang percent doon sa Pantone swatch ang printable. I haven't checked the statistics on that, but I'm pretty sure that some of them can be printed. I'm not sure how much, 50% of them can be printed ba or what. So, client, sana maintindihan din na yung mga matatingkad na kulay na yun, hindi naman piprint yun. Kung sa offset mo ipiprint yun at ginamitan ng spot color, yes, kaya yun. Wala naman kasing spot color sa digital printing. Di ba? So, alright, cool. So, haba na. Overtime na tayo. 3:22. So, let me come back to this. So, I hope you've enjoyed and learned something. Not only enjoyed, but learned something today. Kung pakwentuhin nyo ako ng color management, maski isang buong araw, or 2 days straight, magsasalita ako color management, there's so much I want to say about color management, but I want to make it really simple, and this is how simple I can go. I hope you learned something. I hope something that you can apply in your organization. May you be a client or a print provider or a printer supplier. Sana I've contributed something to you today, and spread the word, please. Implement color management. It's a win-win. Everybody wins in color management, di ba? So it's just a matter of implementing it. So that's it. Thank you guys, and hope you guys have enjoyed the rest of the day. Maaga-aga pa. And stay safe, and think of positive thoughts. All right, cool. So that's it. Goodbye. See ya.